So for the next 3 clips, we're going to look at in detail at hitting a low shot. Now if you play at Woburn, you need a low shot because when you go under the pine trees, you're on the sort of grey pine needle dust, and there's pine cones and dead squirrels and very little grass. You're in the shade and the bright light is out from under the canopy, and you've got to get the ball to come out and to run and have some control. Now trouble is, for the members at Woburn, they tend to chop down into the ground thinking it's a punch shot. The moment they do that, it pops up, hits the canopy, they're still in the trees. So when you're hitting the low shot, it's as though you're hitting it off concrete. You just want a blade and ball contact. If there's a divot, it should be after the ball and it should be shallow. So don't punch the ball low, take it low with the blade and ball contact. So if I show you the full scale setup, and I just got 2 golf balls just to show ball position. We know that the driver is opposite the left heel, 6-iron is left centre, and wedge is dead centre. So what you actually do with this 6-iron is we actually walk sideways, the shaft leans, and now we've got the 6-iron between my feet pretty much, okay? And if you want to be absolutely technical about this, it's not the ball that's between the feet, it's the leading edge of the golf club. We want that at the base of the arc at impact. So can you see the blade of the club is between my feet? I'll just take this ball out of the way, and now you can see I've got good ball position, the shaft leans. The club face looks a bit strange because it looks shut to the shaft, but it's actually square to target. But when you have shaft lean, you get this little strange visual effect of the club face looking shut to the shaft. It may be shut to the shaft, but it's square to the target. And again, we want the base of the arc between the feet. We do not want a descending blow, nor do we want an ascending blow. We want to catch the ball perfectly at the bottom of the arc. So I've put us on one of the holes at Spyglass on the Monterey Peninsula, and it's a fantastic golf spyglass. It's like the Duchess course but on steroids. So I need a low shot out from under the canopy. So this is the full setup. Offer the club, tip from the hip to build the grip and plant the feet. Now I pull the club up my sleeve and then I walk in. So the blade of the club is between my feet and I play the shot low. So when I go back, I've got the biggest mechanism, the biggest Y shape. So I turn there, that's the biggest Y shape I possess. So if I use it now for the low shot, I am absolutely non-wristy. Good. So I'm very happy with the shape of the shot. Came right down the line, went 155 yards with the run, and if you could hear it, if you picked up on the sound, we know it was low in the club face. There's a phrase on tour, thin to win. I'd rather be half an inch thin than half an inch heavy. So the fact is that when you're playing the shot as I showed you, you are going to be utilising the bottom part of the sweet spot and not the top half. Now, because that shot had good contact, you notice that it drew. You can see the rainbow that's a right to left rainbow there. And I hit the shot successfully because I took the ball clean. So don't punch the ball off the back foot, it's too volatile. And also when you're chipping out to play, you want to get back into the fairway. If you go thumping it out, you may be a bit clumsy and go into the back trees behind the fairway. So when you're recovering, make sure you recover to the good grass and not to more long stuff. Now, another thing to mention here is, yeah, I'm non-wristy. That's wristy, I'm non-wristy, but do not interpret non-wristy as stiff-wristed, because if your muscles are tense, you're not going to have any feel. A tense muscle is a slow muscle, and it's a disobedient one. So when you see me set up, narrow the stance, pull the club up my sleeve, walk in. Okay, there's going to be no wrist hinge in this shot, but that doesn't mean that my wrists and forearms are tense. I'll hit another nice shot out from underneath the branches. So just to recap, a low shot doesn't have to come off the back foot with a divot. Ideally, place the ball between the feet, go down the handle so that you make the club feel like a putter, and make sure the angle of attack is smooth and wide, so you take the ball clean. The ball will come out much quicker and you know that it's going to run when it releases. So try that at the weekend, into wind or under the trees, you now know how to play a low shot.